how do you know if Pinterest is actually sending you traffic or not? Well, I'm going to show you how to find that out in Google Analytics. First thing you're going to do is go over here on the left to behavior. You're going to go down to site content and then click on all pages. And this is going to tell you the traffic that's coming to all of the pages on your site. You can also do this from landing pages. These are the first page that somebody goes to when they first encounter your site. Either way is fine. So I'm just going to click on all pages and we will work from here. Now we know that Pinterest is sending traffic because we can look at things like acquisition, we can look at the social traffic, etc. to see that Pinterest is sending traffic. But which pins are actually sending traffic? So that's what we want to find out. From this list of links, you're going to click whichever one you want to know if pins are sending traffic to it, and that's going to open it up in its own like little report. So you've got your page views, etc. there. And what we want to do is click secondary dimension. And so this is going to say how much traffic came to this post and then where it came from. So we want to look at acquisition and then we're going to click on referral path. Down here I have pins. And so in order to see where the pin is that's sending that traffic, we need to go to Pinterest. Now, once we're on Pinterest, we can copy the slug here and we're going to paste that on the end of the URL pinterest.com and then paste the slug and hit enter to see which pin is actually sending the traffic. So this image that people are pinning is sending the traffic. This image is not one that I've optimized. So for me, that means that I need to be optimizing this image for Pinterest. I don't have a good description here. It's just pulling my metadata. And so when people are pinning it, it's just pinning with no description. So that's not good. So this is an area where I can go back into the post and make sure that all of the images that are sending traffic have data pin descriptions to help them be more discoverable. Other people are pinning these to Pinterest, and I want to make sure that their effort is also giving me traffic, not just me pinning, but when other people are pinning things from my post. And because this is 120 creative ways to give gift cards, I don't want to go and put a data pin description on 120 images. Now going back to Google Analytics, let's go look at the next one. And this is also a good way too to see if your hashtags are working. So as we go and paste these on here, we can find out, are people coming to this post from hashtags? Are they coming to it from search? So again here, this doesn't have a data pin description, and this actually is a pin image from my site. So I need to go back in and make sure that every single pin image has that awesome description. It just doesn't even have it here at all. So when you go to the post, you can see that image is right here, but I guess when you pin it, it doesn't have the proper description. It's just pulling the metadata. And so I want to make sure that I go back in and fix that in order to capture that traffic. So let's look at another post. This post actually, I got a notice for that there's an anomaly on Google Analytics, that it's getting a lot of traffic. So let's see where that traffic is coming from. So I'm going to go to referral path, and here I can see I've got a pin, I've got another pin, a pin. So the traffic is really a chunk of it's coming from the pins. And you can increase this to see more at a time so that you can see, yes, like basically the majority of this traffic is coming from a pin. It's not coming from Google, it's coming from individual pins on Pinterest. So again, I'm going to go check this out. And this is also a good time to think about, okay, maybe some of these posts, if they're really old, like this craft corner one is old and it doesn't have good images, maybe it's a good time to go ahead and revamp those because it's getting traction on Pinterest. And so because this quote is getting traction on Pinterest, maybe I should do more quotes that are about clutter, etc. And again, this doesn't have a good data pin description. It's just pulling my meta description, which isn't even the meta, it's just the first paragraph of the post. So this is a good way to identify some places where you could be doing much better with your SEO, with your pin descriptions, etc. I'd love to know what your results are, and if you do have questions, I'd like to invite you to join our Facebook group. There's a link to it down in the video description, way down at the bottom, where you can join and you can ask questions anytime. We have Facebook Lives twice a week, and it's a great community to come and get help, ask questions, and also to share cool things that you're you're doing or cool articles that you've seen online, hacks and tricks and things like that. So I hope to see you over there. Bye.